Let's go back to 2016, a year that feels both recent and yet so far away. The world was buzzing with excitement and pop culture was at its peak. Taylor Swift was everywhere. Her songs dominated the radio waves, playing in cars, cafes, and bedrooms across the globe. Her world tour had just wrapped up, leaving fans with unforgettable memories and cities still buzzing from her performances. And of course, her famous squad was always by her side, laughing, supporting, and sharing the spotlight. After months on the road, Taylor was finally taking a rare break, unwinding in her beautiful oceanfront house, surrounded by her closest friends. It was the kind of day that seemed made for the beach, sunshine pouring down, blue skies stretching endlessly, and laughter echoing from the porch as everyone soaked in the moment. Taylor and her friends were planning a simple, carefree day together, filled with games, music, and stories. Sometimes it's these ordinary days, full of small joys and spontaneous laughter, that turn into the best stories you'll ever tell. As they basked in the sunshine, no one had any idea that their peaceful afternoon was about to take a wild turn. The weather was about to flip dramatically, and their perfect day would soon become an unforgettable adventure. What started as just another hangout with friends would become a story that fans and friends would talk about for years to come. The sky began to shift, clouds rolling in and the air suddenly feeling charged with electricity and anticipation. In a single moment, everything changed. Laughter turned to surprise as the first drops of rain fell and the wind picked up. This is how Taylor Swift's epic Thunderstorm adventure began, with lightning crackling over the ocean and rain pouring down on what was supposed to be a perfect day. And it all started with a single unexpected storm, turning a simple day at the beach into a legendary memory. Out of nowhere, dark clouds rolled in over the ocean, swallowing the sun and casting a deep shadow across the water. The once bright sky turned a moody gray, and the gentle sound of waves was replaced by an uneasy silence. The air grew heavy and still. Everyone could sense a storm was coming. The wind picked up, rustling leaves and sending a chill through the crowd. People glanced at each other, wondering how long they had before the rain arrived. Thunder rumbled in the distance, growing louder until it shook the house. Windows rattled, and the low, rolling sound seemed to echo through every room, making hearts race with anticipation. Lightning flashed, rain poured, and wind whipped the trees outside. The storm unleashed its full force, turning the world outside into a blur of water and wind. The perfect beach day was over. Nature had other plans. People hurried to gather their things, running for shelter as the sky opened up. The storm was wild, powerful, and a little bit scary. Waves crashed against the shore, and the wind howled, making even the bravest feel small in the face of nature's power. Suddenly, the power went out. No lights, no music, just the roar of the storm. The house was plunged into darkness, and everyone paused, listening to the rain pounding on the roof. Taylor and her friends found themselves in the dark, huddled together. The flicker of candlelight cast long shadows on the walls, making the room feel both cozy and mysterious. Plans changed in an instant. What was supposed to be a day at the beach turned into an unexpected adventure indoors. But instead of letting the storm ruin their day, they decided to make the best of it. Laughter filled the room as they shared stories and played games by candlelight. The adventure had just begun. With every flash of lightning, their excitement grew, and they realized that sometimes the best moments happen when you least expect them. Sometimes the best memories are made when things don't go as planned. These are the stories you remember and laugh about for years to come. So, what do you do when the lights go out? You get creative, make new memories, and discover the magic in unexpected moments. Taylor didn't panic. She got inspired. With flashlights and candles, she gathered everyone in the kitchen. Her idea? Bake her famous chai sugar cookies. The kitchen glowed with little pockets of light, laughter bouncing off the walls. Friends mixed flour and spices, the sweet smell of cinnamon blending with the rain outside. It was cozy, chaotic, and full of joy. Baking became their stormy day adventure. Taylor led the way, but everyone pitched in. It wasn't about being a superstar. It was about friendship and fun. The storm raged outside, but inside there was warmth, laughter, and the promise of cookies. They turned a blackout into a baking party. Sometimes the best moments are the simplest ones. That's the magic Taylor created that day. Fans loved this story because it felt real, honest, and refreshingly different from the usual celebrity tales we hear. Taylor and her friends shared photos and videos. No stage, no script, just genuine fun and laughter filling the room. It showed Taylor as a friend, not just a superstar, letting her guard down and being herself among people she trusts. She was creative, resourceful, and down to earth, making the best of what she had and turning a simple day into something special. The story became a symbol of true friendship, supporting each other, making the best of a stormy day, and finding joy in the little things. Fans everywhere wanted to bake those cookies, to feel a part of the adventure, to recreate that sense of warmth and togetherness in their own homes. It wasn't about fame, it was about connection, about sharing moments that matter with the people you care about most. The chai sugar cookies became legendary, a sweet link between Taylor and her fans, inspiring countless people to try the recipe themselves. People shared their own baking stories online, turning one stormy day into a global moment of creativity and community. The story lived on, not just in memories but in kitchens everywhere, as families and friends came together to bake, laugh, and make new memories. It was a reminder that even the biggest stars have simple, joyful moments, and that happiness can be found in the most unexpected places. And that's what made it unforgettable, a story that brought people closer, one batch of cookies at a time. Sometimes, the best stories are the ones that bring us all together, reminding us of the power of friendship, creativity, and a little bit of sweetness. Taylor's Thunderstorm adventure is more than a fun story. It's a lesson in resilience and joy. She turned a dark, stormy day into a memory filled with light and laughter. It's about finding happiness in unexpected places. Years later, fans still remember that cozy kitchen, the cookies, and the laughter. It's a reminder that the best moments aren't always planned. Sometimes a canceled beach day leads to something even better. You don't need to be famous to make magic out of a rainy day. All you need are friends, a good attitude, and maybe a great cookie recipe. That's the real magic of Taylor's story. It's about turning challenges into memories. The sweetest surprises are often the ones we never see coming. So next time a storm rolls in, remember, you can always bake a little sunshine. That's the story fans will never forget.